8-run lead here in the late stages of Game 2. Ball game. They win the series and punch their ticket to the American League Division Series. So the Kansas City Royals sweep this wild card series with back-to-back wins on the road. And they can now shift their focus to the division round.
Well, hats off to them, Boog. I mean, it's very difficult to come into a hostile stadium with all the energy and excitement of the postseason, but clearly that was no issue for these guys. They played well, and I think that bodes well for their chances at making a deep run here. In this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run.
Now fly ball to right center. Sizing this one up. Ball game. The Detroit Tigers are headed to the American League Division Series. So the Detroit Tigers sweep this wild card series with back-to-back wins on the road. And they can now shift their focus to the division round.
Well, hats off to them, Boog. I mean, it's very difficult to come into a hostile stadium with all the energy and excitement of the postseason, but clearly that was no issue for these guys. They played well, and I think that bodes well for their chances at making a deep run here in October.
The Braves down to their final strike. Lifted to left, and that should do it. And that's it. The San Diego Padres take the series and are off to the NLDS. So the San Diego Padres sweep this wild card series with back-to-back wins and look ahead now to the division series.
Well, they really showed up, Boog, and so did these home fans. A lot of really positive energy in this ballpark, and I'm sure that had some impact at least. And this club has to feel excited moving on to the next round with a lot of good momentum on their side.
And, of course, on the other side, the season comes to a close. Now for the Brewers. Diaz is just one strike away. Rips one to right. Ball game. The New York Mets are headed to the National League Division Series. So the New York Mets take Game 3 and are on to the division series, Singy. This was a tough task having to play all 3 games in hostile territory, but they got it done winning 2 out of 3.
Well, you said it. Winning is always a challenge on the road, but even more so in the postseason. They showed me a lot in this series, and I think this win is going to send them into the next round feeling pretty confident about what they can accomplish here in October.
And a tough